This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, in the yesterday's session, we were talking about basic fundamentals of accounting plus data flow in SAP FICO. In this, we understood we have to remember six key points. First one is always a business requirement. Only with the help of a business requirement, we will do config in the SAP. Without the business requirement, you will never do any config in any SAP FICO system. Strictly keep in your mind, no requirement, no configuration. Don't straight away do any config in the system by referring it to any content, by referring it to any material. Never do it unless and until you are clear with the requirement and you understood the requirement. Don't get into SAP for configuration experiment or configuration practice. And based on the config, what you will do, you have to do a testing. When you're talking about testing basically referring to these three areas: testing master, testing a transaction, testing report. These three areas are basically part of your testing. And then in any of the process, point number 3 to 5, master, transaction, report. If there is any issue, if there is any problem, if there is any clarification, client requires support on it. If it is working fine, client also expects some improvement on it. We need to make sure we are continuously providing support and improvement on the existing functionality plus addition of new functionalities as and when new processes introduced in the client location or in the client organization. After looking at this, and if you also look at this point, we understood we take any business. From any business, we understood that we need to ensure that the money is available with us to perform the business. With the help of money, what we are doing is you are spending some money, you are receiving some money for different reason. In short, you need to capture transactions where money is coming in, transactions where money is going out. Your money in, your money out is basically representing what you are going to do with the transaction in the business. Whether your business transaction is having a debit impact on the financials or it is having a credit impact on the financial, because you will only have 2 points: money is coming inside or money is going outside. Accordingly, we need to decide whether we are going to debit or credit a transaction. So straight away you should not understand anything because nothing is straightforward here. You need to ensure understand based on simple fundamental logics. You need to understand what is debit, we need to understand what is credit. And if I scroll down, we also discussed about when somebody is talking about financial impact or accounting impact, we understood there are two impact. One is P&L impact, another one is balance sheet impact. P&L impact, we will tell if your accounting entry contains any P&L account, you will tell that yes, this entry contains a P&L impact. If your accounting entry contains any balance sheet account, we say this entry has got balance sheet impact. In short, you'll have to look at the GL account. If your GL account is P&L, there is a P&L impact. If your GL account is balance sheet, there is a balance sheet impact. And while writing any accounting entry, you need to make sure how you are going to put a debit, how you are going to put a credit, on what basis we will debit credit, we need to slowly understand. And next thing, while discussing it to anybody, while talking to anybody on SAP FICO, make sure to whom you are talking with. If I'm talking with a person who does not know SAP FICO, we need to make sure whatever we talk, they understand. If you put all technical terminology related to SAP FICO, nobody will understand whatever you're talking. At the end, whatever you're talking is supposed to be understood by the other person. If my intention is to talk to you to make you understand certain things, if whatever I'm talking you are not even able to understand, there is no point I'm talking. Similarly, when you're talking about SAP FICO to somebody else, you need to make sure the other person will understand what you're referring to. Here you need to understand who are we talking with. Are we talking to SAP FICO consultant, or are we talking to SAP FICO user, or your friend who is learning SAP FICO? Accordingly, make sure the way you talk is slightly changed. Don't talk in the same way to everybody in SAP FICO because not everybody is the same in FICO. Somebody understands, somebody does not understand. Those who understand tell you are good. Those who do not understand will tell no, you are not good. There's no change. You are talking the same thing, but somebody is accepting, somebody is not accepting. Reason, you are not changing the content depending on the other person. In short, when you're in an interview, you need to talk in a different way. When you're with your friends, you will talk in a different way. When you're with your project, you will talk in a different way. When you're with your client, you will talk in a different way. Why? Because you know, if you talk casually, it will not work out there. And lastly, we have understood these are the SAP screens. Keep in your mind, you'll have to know that there is something called SAP ECC, in which we will be using GUI. You have SAP S4HANA. In SAP S4HANA, we will use GUI. Plus, in SAP S4HANA, you will use on-premise, S4HANA private cloud, S4HANA public cloud. These points we need to have a little basic fundamental understanding. Okay, at least names you should be familiar with at the beginning. As you move forward, you will slowly understand what is what. But at the beginning, make sure you are familiar with the name. Tomorrow somebody talks about private cloud, don't get confused, what is this? Tomorrow somebody talks about public cloud, grow with SAP, rise with SAP and all. Don't have any kind of a confusion because you're learning SAP. Your SAP learning, your SAP knowledge should allow you to understand what is currently happening in the market. That's the whole objective. You're learning SAP FICO. If you are aligned with what is happening in the market with your current knowledge, that gives you confidence, that makes you feel comfortable. Right now, what we will do is we'll try to understand few more points. Now, first point, what we do is we will need to understand journal entries. Let me write journal entries. Now, in order to write a journal entry, what do I need? Point number one, debit is required. Point number two, credit is required. Point number three, amount is required. Debit, credit, amount. Anything else is required to write a journal entry? Without SAP. We are not referring to SAP, we are only referring to basic journal entry.
GL account.
Date and invoice number.
Narration, sir.
Business transaction, or you will need narration, right? Let's say narration is required. Now, if I try to take these 4 or 5 key points, if I try to write any one accounting entry, straight away we cannot write accounting entry because your journal entry, your debit, your credit is purely based on business transaction. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If you do not know what is the business transaction, I cannot write the journal entry. Because to write a journal entry, I need a debit, I need a credit. For example, if I take debit and if I take a credit. Now, if you ask me to write a journal entry, I cannot write anything because I have no case, I have no scenario. Instead, if I tell write a journal entry, let's say for salaries paid. If you ask me to write journal entry, can I write now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What entry
Amount
I can
is
write?
required.
I cannot write because amount is missing. We don't know what is the amount, right? Without amount, can you write a journal entry?
No.
No, sir.
No. So did we write amount here? No, right? There is no amount here. Amount is not listed. I cannot write entry. In short, is this complete information or incomplete information?
Incomplete.
Incomplete information.
information.
This is incomplete information. Let's say salary paid 40,000. Now,
Date.
And date also required, na, sir.
Date is also required. Now I'll add point number 6, date, because without date you cannot write. When you do not have a date, on what date you will write? Because you need to submit the report, report the report, maybe on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
If date is not there, we do not know on which date we'll have to put it and where I have to submit the report. Okay, date is not there. Okay, salary paid 40,000. Let's say on 29th April 2025. Is this okay now?
Yes, sir.
No, cash or
To
check
whom
are
we
not
have
paid.
paid.
Still something is missing, right? I said salary is paid, but how did I pay? Did I mention?
Cash or bank.
Is this paid through cash? Is this paid through bank? Or I did not pay cash salary at all. I booked the entry, but I will pay salary on, let's say, 2nd of May. That is also possible.
Yes.
Then my salary will go to accruals.
Yes.
Meaning, just by looking at one liner, stop writing accounting entries, stop assuming accounting entries. It is all gone now. Because now you're practically working on a project. You're practically talking, discussing with the client, looking at the business cases. Make sure whatever you see, you need clear information. When we say clear information, if any information you feel is not clear, it is incomplete, ask the person who gave you the requirement, can you please elaborate? Can you please give an example? Even with your user, you can ask. They will tell you the examples from their current project, from their current ongoing scenarios. They will pick and then they will tell. Live scenarios, they will explain you. Because this is not your academic, right? You understand something, you add something and then write something else. This is something which has to be accurate and everything is officially documented. Am I right?
Yes.
Everything is officially documented. If something is wrong, anybody will simply point out, how did you write this account when there is no date? How did you take this amount when I did not mention any amount? Then we cannot tell, okay, please don't consider this. This is only dummy entry. I just took random numbers. Can we tell this to the client?
No.
When you
No,
show
sir.
something, if you tell to your client, just ignore the number, ignore the date, ignore the debit credit. I'm just looking at the sample. I'm just showing you a scenario. Nobody will accept it. If it is something which is not a valid one, don't show it to your client. If it is something which is not correct, do not show this to your client. Do not show this to your user. Make sure when you show anything to the client or to the user, you have to show this scenario which is most applicable, which is most close to their business process. Randomly, imaginary scenarios, imaginary things, don't do it when you're in a project. These are all that you will do at the beginning while you're learning, just to make sure you get the logic, you get the concept. Once you're clear with the logic, concept, you can play with things the way you want. Is this complete or anything is still missing in the transaction?
Complete.
But nowhere I mentioned how I paid salaries, right?
Yes. Yes.
Did I use cash for paying or did I use bank for paying? Anything is listed, mentioned,
No.
GLs required.
No, not
right?
mentioned.
Let's say by cash. Meaning minimum information that we require to write the accounting entry must be there. Otherwise, no imaginations, no assumptions will work here. We'll have to strictly make sure information, whatever we are looking for, is clearly given to us. Okay. Now from this, if I have to write the debit and credit, debit will be which account?
Salary.
Salary account.
Salaries will be debit, credit.
By cash.
Cash.
Credit,
Cash.
I will put cash account. Then I will take amount on the debit side, amount on the credit side. What I need to do, I need to take 40,000 here, 40,000 here. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Now, if you do a total or if you take equation of your accounting, it is something like debit and credit are same. Debit equal to credit.
Yes.
Yes.
Debit
Yes.
and credit total should be how much?
0.
Equal.
40.
Now, if I do a total for debit and credit, it has to become 0. Is this becoming 0 or not becoming 0? Not becoming 0, right? If we go back to our academics, what we used to do, if we put here in the format whatever we listed, did we write a debit credit on the same line, or we used to put debit and credit opposite direction?
Opposite.
Opposite
The
direction.
next line.
Right? If I write the manual entry, let's say salaries debit, this is how we put salaries DR, and then we put to what? Cash CR. Is this correct?
Yes.
We used to put 40,000
Yes,
here.
yes.
Credit also we will put 40,000 here, or credit we will put on the right side.
On the right side.
Right side.
Right side, meaning I should not put credit here, I should put 40,000 here. And when you do a total, we used to get 40,000 here. We also used to get 40,000 here. This is what we were referring. Debit is equal to credit. Am I correct? Because both are
Yes.
two separate lines. Debit line is the same amount, credit line is the same amount. We thought yes, debit is equal to credit. But when you come here, are we writing debit credit on the same line or on the different lines?
On the same line.
Same line.
On the same line. If I write the same line, I need to make sure I will write a number in accounting format. Which format?
Counting for.
You'll have to write the number in the accounting format. When you say accounting format, debit is a positive number, credit is a negative number. In short, debit is equal to positive number. What about credit?
Negative number.
Negative number.
Positive number means we don't put anything, just a number. Negative number means what you will add to the number?
Minus.
Negative number means we will add minus to the number. Positive means only a plain number. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I do it this way, 40,000 is correct or not correct? Number format.
It's in.
Right, sir.
And credit 40,000,
It's minus 40,000.
Minus
40.
it is supposed to be minus. Then I'll have to add minus. When I put minus, this is automatically becoming 0 total.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, another fundamental which we need to look at is a trial balance. When you're looking at a trial balance, at any given point of time, trial balance should show what value? 0 or any number.
40,000.
Trial
Zero.
balance, it has to be 0 at any given point of time. Am I correct?
Yes.
If your trial balance is not becoming 0, your accounting is not correct. Is my statement correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why trial balance will become 0 every time? You look at the accounting entry that we listed now. This is what we posted, or this is what we wrote. Debit and credit, debit value, credit value in the accounting entry is always becoming 0, or any situation where debit credit will not be 0.
All the time it will be 0, sir.
Right? It is impossible for us to write any accounting entry where debit credit are not same, right? It must be same. If I write accounting entry, debit, let's say 47,000, credit 40,000. Can you tell this accounting entry correct or it is incorrect?
It's not completed, sir. Incorrect.
This is not correct because debit and credit are not matching. You need to ensure debit value, credit value are strictly equal, only then your accounting entry is correct. Only then your accounting entry is correct. Now to make this correct accounting entry, either I need to change 47,000 to 40,000 or 40,000 to 47. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now
No,
I will
47
make
to
40,000. Correct? I'll make 47 to 40. Now debit and credit is equal. If your accounting entry is becoming 0, then your trial balance will automatically become 0. If your trial balance is becoming 0, your balance sheet will automatically tally. Now everything is purely dependent on debit credit accounting entry. If this is correct, your
Sure.
TB is automatically 0. If your TB is automatically 0, your balance sheet will automatically agree with asset and liability. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Slowly we need to make sure we need to interconnect each and every point, because even in SAP, same thing will be happened. There is no rocket science in SAP. There is no magic in SAP. Same thing as it is. SAP is following accounting. SAP is not doing any magic. SAP is blindly following accounting. Whatever SAP is looking at, whatever SAP is following, let us also look at the same thing. Let us also follow the same thing. Then wherever you have confusion, SAP will start helping you in your accounting. Because somewhere if you go wrong, somewhere if you are not clear, SAP will have some suggestions for you in the accounting. Because in SAP, through the program, certain accounting is already programmed in it, with which you will easily get to know if you are stuck somewhere. SAP will tell you, system will show this is not correct and this is correct. Now, this is not the number correct format. This is not the correct number format, because if I'm talking about India, in India, how do you represent the amount? Is it only the round figure or is it along with paisa also?
Along with
Along
paisa
with
as well.
paisa.
This was here.
Along with paisa also. Paisa, how many digits in India?
2 digits.
0.00.
2 digits,
Two
right? It is 2 digit, meaning
2
I need
digits.
to make sure this number, if I treat this number as India, INR, I will select this number. You just need to click on this comma. Top on the Excel sheet, can you see the comma style?
Yes.
If you click on it, now you will see the number represented in a different format.
Yes.
Strictly, wherever you see number, you have to see like this. If you look at number like this, then the way you're looking at is not correct. Whatever is there on the Excel sheet, whether right or wrong, it is immaterial, leave it. Not every time you will write the number, right? Am I correct? Most of the times we will see the number. And when you're looking at a number, make sure you're looking at the number from the accounting perspective. Is this the right accounting format of number or incorrect accounting format number?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
This is incorrect. This is incorrect, meaning from now onward, when you write any number, don't write like this. Don't write like this. To make it accounting format, click on this comma. You will look at the number like this. And strictly from now on, you have to look at the number in this way. Meaning small changes, small corrections right from the beginning when we implement, it will be easy for you as you move forward. Okay, this is my 40,000 debit, 40,000 credit, total is becoming 0. From this accounting entry, what you need to do is understand what is the value of your accounting entry, total of your accounting entry. Sum of your debit, sum of your credit, is this becoming 0 or not? Total debit, total credit, is it equal? Is this becoming 0 or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's 0.
This is becoming 0. If your accounting entry is becoming 0, your trial balance should by default become 0. Not just 0, it is 0.00. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, right.
Your TB must become 0.00 if your TB is representing 0.01. Is my TB correct or incorrect if I get this value?
It's
Wrong,
incorrect.
sir.
Incorrect, sir.
Incorrect. Even if there is a 0.1 difference, you will tell your accounting is not correct. It is as simple as like in your academic, you have 6 subjects. Out of a 6 subject, for 5 subjects, you got 100 out of 100. But for the 6th subject, out of 35 pass mark, you got only 34 mark. What is your result? Pass or fail? In all the subject, you got 100 out of 100. But unfortunately, one subject has got Unfortunately, in one subject you got only 34 mark. Your net result will be pass or fail.
Fail.
Fail. Simple. Same thing here also. Even if the difference is 0.01, which nobody cares, you will not get any value for 0.01. You will not get anything for 0.01, but still we are telling accounting is wrong. In such a way, 0 mark. If you are able to look at this and you're able to understand SAP FICO easily, if you're not able to look at it, if you're not able to look at these small points, it will create a problem. Where it will create a problem? In SAP, everybody will talk about project, right? In SAP, everybody will talk about a project. When we're talking about project, when you go to the market, everybody wants you to be part of at least one project. Which project everybody will expect from you?
Implementation project.
Implementation.
This is something everybody is expecting from us. Everybody is expecting in such a way. If you tell I have no experience on implementation project, they will not even schedule the interview.
Yes, sir.
Right? If you tell I don't have implementation experience, no surprise, your interview is not scheduled. Meaning, is this important or not important? Implementation project.
Important.
Very important, sir.
This is important. Now, when you're talking about implementation, first point, you'll have to look at 2 points. One is legacy system. Second one is SAP system. In implementation, how many systems will be there?
Two systems.
Two.
Two systems.
One is legacy system, another one is SAP. This is fixed. Okay. This is fixed always. Why? Why this is fixed? Because we are FICO consultant. You are only concerned about SAP system. Am I correct? It will never change. It is fixed. One system is SAP. It is always fixed. Reason, you are SAP consultant. If it is not SAP, we are not in the picture. Agree?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are not in the picture if it is not SAP. We are in the picture because there is an SAP system. Now this legacy system, you can call it as I'll put, let's say, you can call it as old system or existing system or current system. Everybody will call it with different names, but don't get confused. The moment you are getting into SAP, make sure for every point, for everything, you are comfortable with alternative names also. You may be understanding only when somebody says old system, but somebody is talking about legacy system. Legacy system, old system, are they correct? Are they same or are they different?
Are the same, sir.
Same.
They're same. If I say existing system, current system, then same.
Same, sir.
All right. Now SAP is your new system. SAP will be your new system. Now you take an example in such a way that if I say I am changing my mobile phone. When I say this statement, you understood something or not? When I tell this, I am changing my phone. I want to change my mobile phone. You will understand, right? Only with simple statement.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's say I will say I changed my mobile to Apple. Now, understood or not?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I changed my mobile from Samsung to Apple. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I changed my mobile from Apple 15 to Apple 16. This,
Yes, sir.
now I changed my mobile from Samsung S24 to S25. This,
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir.
you understood. Because we are familiar with this. But everything is the same, though I wrote five points there, and I can keep writing. I changed from Vivo mobile to Oppo mobile phone. I changed from Oppo mobile to Motorola mobile phone, Motorola to Samsung, Samsung to XYZ. I can keep writing, but at the end, it is the same thing. I am changing to a new mobile phone.
Yes, sir.
If I start elaborating, I can elaborate the way I want it. But at the end, it is a simple one-liner. I changed a new mobile phone. Correct? Now, when I'm changing a new mobile phone, or if you are changing a new mobile phone, if I give you box, new box piece, if I give you a new box piece, you are happy or not happy? If I say that this is a brand new mobile phone, take it. Or if somebody is giving you or you are purchasing it, you will be happy, right? But
Sir.
do you really
Sir.
use it right from day one? As it is after opening from the box, is that mobile phone ready to use or not?
So,
Not ready to use.
We need to do the basic settings configurations.
Let's say I will tell current phone, then I'll say new phone. Let's say my current phone is like Samsung S22. My new mobile phone, let's say Apple iPhone 16. Clear? Now, when I get this Apple 16, can I directly use it? Or before I start using it, what I need to do? I need to make sure data transfer,
Settings.
this is required or not. Settings anyways required. Okay, one is you need settings required. First point, you need to set up the mobile phone. And then what you need to do? You need to do the data transfer. Without setting, phone itself cannot be used. The moment you open any brand new mobile phone, initial setting must be done. You'll have to select country, you'll have to put your different other settings there. That is your initial setup. Once this setting is done, mobile is in a functioning condition. All you require is put a SIM card, add data, and then use it. So these settings are basically mandatory in any mobile phone. Once the settings are done, you need data transfer or not?
Sir.
Yes. Yes.
Because let's say we both are talking every day on phone. You're talking to me every day on phone. I'm talking to you every day on phone, or we both are chatting on a daily basis. WhatsApp messages and all we're doing on a daily basis. At that time, you are using your S22 mobile phone. I'm using XYZ mobile phone. Now you changed S22 to Apple 16. The moment you got Apple 16, you cannot directly call me, right? You cannot directly message me until you set them up, until you have the data backup restored there.
Yes.
So what you require, you need all your contacts to be transferred from Samsung mobile to Apple mobile phone. Otherwise, you have to save every number. Yes or no? Go to contact,
Yes.
click on
Yes.
create contract, type name, type mobile number. Who will do nowadays? Nobody will do it, right? You will simply transfer through Gmail, or you will simply transfer to different other applications. Now, data transfer is important or not important for you to use new mobile phone?
Important.
Important.
I will give you a new mobile phone. I will take your old mobile phone. I will tell, but I will not do any data transfer. Do you need new mobile phone or you don't need now?
No need, sir.
You don't require the new mobile phone if you don't get the data, because without data you cannot do anything. You cannot make a call, you cannot see your old photos, memories, chart and all. Nothing can be seen. What is the use of your new mobile phone? It is like mobile phone used by a kid only for the YouTube, only for game. You cannot actually use your mobile phone, right? In a similar way, when you do not have the data, you cannot use your mobile phone. Companies also, when they're talking about any implementation, they also require data. Here also there is a data transfer.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Here also you have data transfer. This you call it as legacy data transfer. You also call it as cutover activities. Anybody heard these terminologies?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? These are all required for you to move to new SAP system. Now to do it, what you will do, you will talk something about implementation project. In the implementation project, you'll have to perform this data transfer, cutover activity or legacy data transfer activity. To do it, what I need to do, I need to make sure my current system data is transferred to new system, which is my SAP.
Yes.
Yes,
My
sir.
current system can be anything. My current system can be Tally. My current system can be Oracle. What else? MS Dynamics. Alright, there are so many applications in the market for SAP, for accounting other than SAP. Alright, it can be any application. That is why we are talking about legacy system. When you're changing the phone, you will never tell I changed from Samsung to Apple, right? I changed my old phone. Yes or no? Because here nobody is concerned about what is your old phone. Everybody is concerned about what is your new phone. And you will not necessarily tell, I will tell I exchanged my phone and then I bought an Apple phone. I exchanged my phone, I bought a Samsung phone. Even when we talk this point, we are not telling point to anybody, right? But everybody is understanding with the help of what you're talking, because it is connecting. Whatever you're telling is connecting to the other person. As a result, they're able to easily understand. Nobody will put any cross question. Similarly, when you talk here, you should not receive any cross question. When somebody is telling something, don't put any cross question, because you are talking in line with SAP FICO. You are understanding, you are listening from SAP FICO perspective. If you are able to connect to the point related to SAP FICO, you will not find any confusion. If not, there will be confusion. Now, in any implementation project, you have two systems: old system, new system. New system is always SAP. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Out of old and a new system, legacy and the other system, new system is always SAP. Now,
Yes.
SAP will receive data from old system, or SAP will send data to the old system.
SAP will receive data from the old system.
Receive the old data.
Get from
Right? SAP will
the
receive
old
the
system.
old system. Correct. Now, initially, we were talking about something called data flow. We were talking about data flow in SAP FICO. How many points we listed here? First one is what?
6 points.
Business requirement.
Business transaction.
Business requirement. Okay.
Configuration,
Configuration.
Configuration.
Master data,
Master data.
transaction
Master
data,
data.
transaction data,
transaction data,
Transaction data.
reports,
report,
Reports.
Supports.
support,
Support.
implement.
and
Support and
enhancement.
improvement.
And improvement. Right. This is the data flow, meaning it is like a circle. It is never ending. It is always rotating in the same format. As long as you do it, you work in SAP FICO, this is what you are revolving around. 360 degrees you will move around this. You will not be deviated from this. Now in this, from the implementation project point of view, we were talking about a point called as data transfer from old system to SAP. Now where is data here? When you're talking about data transfer, how many datas are you able to see here? In the flow,
Two.
how many
Two, sir.
datas are there?
Two.
Sir.
Master data, transaction
One is
data.
master data, another one is transaction data. Am I correct?
Yes.
So you have to transfer your master data from old system to SAP. Same thing, transaction data also from old system to SAP. Master data means nothing but name and other details. Master data means what? Name and other details. I can have GL master, customer master, vendor master, and so on. In any master, we only represent name of the account and then the additional details of the account.
Yes.
But when it comes to transaction data, it is actual financial data, accounting data.
Yes.
When I say transaction data, we are referring to actual financial data. How you will receive this transaction data from old system? Is it based on the journal entry or is it based on the trial balance?
Trial
Trial balance.
You will receive what?
Trial balance.
You will receive trial balance. If there is no trial balance, there is no implementation project. Is my statement correct?
Yes, sir.
If there is no trial balance, your implementation project, your rollout project is completely ruled out. Not possible. Not possible. Why not possible? Because anybody who comes into SAP, they will already have existing business. They are already using one application. Am I right? And in the existing organization, in the existing system, there is current financial data. And this financial data must be transferred to new SAP system in the form of trial balance. Now, if I say, or if you say, I am a FICO consultant, you are a FICO consultant, I have X year of experience, I am part of one implementation project, I am part of two implementation project, I know how SAP works. If I say I do not know trial balance, valid or invalid statement?
Invalid statement.
If I say I do not know trial balance, nobody will believe you because without trial balance, no SAP FICO project will complete. Everybody would have talked about something called go live. This term anybody heard?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Go live means you are handing over system to the client, and you will hand over system to the client only after loading their legacy data.
Yes.
Yes.
When you give system to the client, client will start using the system. For client to start using the system, they should find all their existing data updated.
Yes.
All their legacy data is updated in the system. If it is not there, they cannot use it. It is as simple as like, I will give you a brand new mobile phone, but I will not put your SIM card in it. Is that mobile of any use to you?
No use.
No.
You can put another SIM card, it will work, but do you do that? Will you choose that option?
No.
You can buy another SIM card, you can put another SIM card, you can use it, but you will not use it. Reason, your data is there in your SIM card. In your new mobile phone, you want your SIM card only. You put another SIM card, you will lose the data, right?
Yes.
Same thing, when you're coming from any application to SAP, make sure your data is transferred to SAP. Your accounting data, your financial data, you will receive in the form of trial balance. This trial balance, you have to load it in SAP. Now, for you to upload a trial balance into SAP, we need to understand a few more points here. If I write some more points, we are talking about which point now?
Data.
What is that we wanted to transfer from legacy to SAP?
Trial.
Transfer.
In which form you will receive it?
Trial balance.
Trial balance.
Trial balance. Trial balance is SAP terminology or accounting terminology?
Accounting term.
Accounting.
Trial balance is your accounting terminology, and this trial balance, is it the first point in SAP or is it not the first point in SAP?
First point.
Trial balance. It is not the first point, right?
Not.
Last point.
Then you'll have to understand accounting cycle. What we need to understand? You'll have to understand accounting cycle. In accounting cycle, first point you will write, you will have business transaction. Based on the business transaction, what we will do? You will write journal entry.
Yes.
Based on the journal entry,
Ledger.
Trial balance.
no.
Ledger.
You will prepare ledger accounts. Based on the ledger account,
Trial.
Trial balance.
based on the trial balance,
Profit and loss.
profit and loss statement. Based on this,
Balance.
is the trial balance starting point or ending point?
Middle point.
This is not the starting, this is not the ending also, right? Your total accounting is verified with the help of TB. If I highlight my TB here, if you look at the trial balance here, this trial balance is telling me whether my accounting is correct or not. Above the trial balance, what did you do? Sorry, I highlighted this. Above the trial balance, what did we do? You prepared ledger account, you prepared journal entries. Whether your ledger accounts are correctly prepared, whether your journal entries are correctly listed, is understood by looking at the TB. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
By looking at the trial balance, I can tell if the above 2 points are correctly listed or not. Reason, if these two are correct, my TB is 0.
Yes.
If the above 2 points are correct, my TB will show 0.00. If my TB is 0, my PNL will give either profit
Or loss.
or loss. Then balance sheet, asset is equal to liability.
Yes.
All these things are happening with the help of my TB. If I have TB, I can do all the things. In short, these two basically, my P&L, my balance sheet, are my financial reports. These are financial reports which we need to prepare and submit to the management on a monthly basis.
Yes.
We'll have to prepare this and submit to the management on a monthly basis. To prepare P&L, to prepare balance sheet, you are dependent on journal entry, or you are dependent on ledger account, or you are dependent on trial balance.
Trial balance.
Trial balance.
You are dependent on trial balance. Based on the trial balance, you will prepare TB P&L. If you still find something is wrong in my TB, only then you will go to ledger account or you will go to journal entry. Otherwise, TB will give you sufficient information. Now, for a FICO consultant to understand the trial balance, is this accounting cycle important or not important?
Yes, it is
Important.
This is important. If you are not understanding this, we will not understand anything in FICO. If this is not clear, nothing is clear in FICO. Reason? Here, to write journal entry, if I go up, this is the journal entry. In the journal entry, whatever we listed, what debit, what credit we put here?
Salaries, debit.
Salaries.
Right? Salaries debit, cash account credit. Now, in the journal entry, whatever the names you are writing for debit, for credit, we call it as master. What do you call it as?
Master.
Master. This is called as master data. Salary is a master data. Your cash is a master data.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can I call salary as a GL master, cash as a GL master? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Salary is my GL master, cash is my GL master. Whatever you're writing on the debit, whatever you're writing on the credit as a name, it is your master. Your master can be GL master, customer master, vendor master, fixed asset master. Am I correct? Majoritarily, only four we will be using while writing the accounting entry: GL master, customer master, vendor master, fixed asset master. And against every debit, against every credit, are we writing the amount or not? Debit and credit without amount is invalid. If I put a debit in my journal entry, I don't put any value. Is that valid or invalid? That is invalid because no amount, no account. Accounting will not be there when there is no value. There should be at least 0.01 minimum to record the accounting. There should be at least 0.01 value. If it is a 0, you cannot write anything. Now, for this salary is 40,000, I need to prepare a ledger account. For this, I need to prepare a ledger account. For this cash 40,000, again I need to prepare a ledger account. Now, in a month, in a day, there is no rule that one account should have only one entry, right? I can have one account but multiple entries.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, all these entries, whatever you are performing, you will bring everything at one place in a ledger account. How much came, how much went, and overall what is left. In short, let's say today morning I will give you 1,000 rupees, and today evening I will check your balance. Okay. And your balance is 200 INR. What happened? Increased or decreased?
Decrease.
Decreased.
Decreased. I will tell morning balance. I will tell evening balance. What is my morning balance?
1000 INR.
1000.
My morning balance is 1000 INR. What is my evening balance?
200 INR.
200 INR.
200 INR. So this is what I'm looking at now. Because I gave you morning, I'm verifying at the evening. The moment I gave you in the morning, can I call my morning balance as my opening balance?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I call this opening balance as balance BD? BD means what?
Brought down.
Or down.
Something which is similar that we read, we came across this earlier.
Yes.
We used to prepare a ledger account, right? With a T shape.
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
You used to prepare one account. Let's say something like this. And here we used to put
Debit.
something like debit, and here you will put something like a credit, and you will put
Dates and all.
to balance brought down, you will put. Am I right?
Yes.
And at the end,
By balance carried on.
by balance carried down. Is this correct?
Yes.
Now, if I have to list this here, if I have to list it here, in short, my 1000 will come here,
Yes.
Yes.
and here it will come 200 INR.
Yes.
So your opening balance, closing balance, this is what we used to represent in our accounting.
Yes.
We will put a debit, we will put a credit, brought down, carried down, opening, closing. Now, if you tell me, okay, you gave me 1000 rupees, now I am left with only 200. I will not be okay, right? I will tell me where you spent this 800 rupees, how your 1000 had become 200. There should be a justification or not.
Yes.
You're accountable for me, right? No, this is not your money. This is something that I gave you to buy certain things for me. You cannot tell, no, I felt hungry, I had something, ignore it. Is it okay?
No.
No.
For every rupee that you're spending, you have to tell me the account. You'll have to give me the proof. Right? If there is no proof, you cannot do anything. In short, you cannot even spend a single rupee without a proof in any accounting where it is not your money. Because you're referring not to your money, right? Because I'm not telling today morning your money, I'm telling today morning I will give you 1000 rupees. For what? I want you to buy certain things for me while coming. And you brought home certain items and then you returned me 200 rupees. Now, will I verify what you spent or not?
Yes.
I will also spend whether it is relevant to me or not.
Yes.
Meaning I will verify or I will not verify.
Verify.
We'll verify.
When I am verifying it, I need a detailed breakup for every spending or not.
Yes.
Let's say I will write different things. Let's say point number 1, I went to DMart and then I purchased somewhere around 250 INR. In DMart, I spend 250 rupees. And point number 2, let's say I had juice for 50 rupees. Then I'll say for petrol, I spent 100 rupees. How much is now?
400.
400.
400. Then I'll put some medicine, 200 now.
600.
Yes.
600.
600.
600. Then I will put something like, let's say I went to bakery, purchased some bakery items for 190 INR. Now
590.
190.
790.
790. Sixth one, beggar 10 rupees.
800.
800.
Okay, 800. Now for everything, if I have to write it in my accounting, I have to show that proof, right? If I say I spent 250 rupees in DMart, can I give you proof?
Yes.
Yes, you can show the bill.
What proof I can give? I can give you the bill. See, 250 rupees bill from the DMart. These items I purchased in DMart. For juice,
No.
Yes.
if your expenses are monitored, you will not drink juice on the street where there is no bill. You will strictly go to a hotel where you will get the bill for the juice. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Here, it is not only juice which is important for you. Along with the juice, bill is also important.
Yeah.
Yes.
How I will believe whether you really had juice or you are keeping 50 rupees in your pocket and then you are telling me a story? Nobody knows, right? There should be a proof, because it is not your money to ignore the bill. If you are accountable to somebody, you need to make sure you will surrender the supporting documentation. Right? In accounting, is that required or not required? Supporting documentation or proof of transaction?
It's required.
It's required.
Required. Right? Then even for juice, you can provide a supporting documentation. Petrol,
Yes.
Yes.
normally whenever we fill petrol, we fill and then we go. But if you ask, you will get the bill or not in petrol bunk?
Get.
Yes, we will get.
We are not asking for bill because it is your money, it is your bike, it is your personal usage. Nobody will give you for your petrol reimbursement. If you are using petrol for your office purpose, from the office you can claim the petrol. Then will you leave the bill or you will take the bill?
We take the bill.
Take the bill.
We'll
Right?
take the
If
bill.
a petrol bunk person is telling, sorry, bill book is over, bill is not available, you will not even fill the petrol there if there is no bill. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes.
here, along with petrol, bill is also equally important. No bill, you will not do the transaction, because you know, if I don't produce the bill, I will not get my money back. When you are using it for personal, your least, even if they give bill, you will throw it there only. When you swipe something, let's say you swipe your debit card, you swipe your credit card. Every credit card, every debit card swiping that you do, you will swipe it on a POS machine.
Yes.
Sir.
Credit card
Yes,
machine,
yes.
the moment you swipe it,
Yes, sir.
it will give a printout. Small paper will come. One paper, he will safely keep it, the shopkeeper. He will ask, do you need a bill? Majoritarily, we will not take it, right? Copy is not required, because it is your this one. If you need to show it to somebody, prove that yes, I spent this money from my debit card, my credit card, you need that small paper also.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Small things, but when you look at it from your personal life, they are different. When you see it from a company perspective, they are different. Same transaction, the intention will change, the thought process will change, the way you do the transaction will also completely change. Okay, for petrol also you can give. For medicine, can you give?
Yes.
For bakery, can you give bill?
Yes.
From a beggar, can you get bill for 10 rupees?
No.
No, sir.
I will not get it.
Yep.
Then how I can justify this 10 rupees? Can I justify? You cannot justify, right?
No.
How will you prove that? You will take a selfie with a beggar and then show it to somebody? See, 10 rupees I am giving it to him. No, right?
No.
There
No.
are certain things which cannot be proved. Meaning there are certain things which you are not supposed to do. If you are giving it to beggar, please give it from your pocket, not from my pocket. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
It is you who is having mercy. It is you who wants to get some sympathy or any kind of thing. Give charity, donation, whatever you want. Do it from your side, from your hand. And don't give some charity and account it on my name without my notice. Are you asking me, did you give me a call? Ajay, some beggar is here. Can I give 10 rupees? Did you ask me?
No.
There is no permission for this 10 rupees, right? No surprise, I will tell, no, I will not accept this 10 rupees. I don't believe in charities, beggar, all this kind of a thing. I will not take this 10 rupees. You please bear it from your pocket. Then I will tell, give me return 200 rupees or 210 rupees if I don't want this beggar amount to be accounted on my name. You have 200 rupees. If I accept this 10 rupees also, then I will return, I'll take back your 200 rupees. If I say no, I'm not going to accept this 10 rupees for whatever you paid to beggar, then will I accept 200 rupees or I will not accept 200 rupees?
You will not accept.
Return. Or in short, you have to put supporting documentation for everything. We are all aware, in accounting, whatever you do, it is audited.
Yes.
In accounting, whatever you do, it will be audited. Let's say, all this I will put. Now, if these are all my expenses, and if this is my cash account, in cash account, all expenses will be debit or all expense will be credit.
Credit.
Debit.
Right, sir.
Credit.
Debit.
Debit, sir.
Debit, sir.
Credit.
Cash.
Debit.
Debit, what comes in, credit, what goes out, right? If cash is coming in, debit. If cash is going out, credit. So these are all coming in or going out in
Going
cash.
out.
Going out, sir.
Going out.
All are going out. So everything will be a credit. Right? Everything will be a credit. Now after this, if I have to put the closing balance, what I will put? I will have to do a total. When I do a total, I will check, okay, my debit balance is 1000 rupees. Okay. My credit side, when I do a total, I will just check, okay, 250 plus 50 plus how much?
100.
100,
200.
200
90.
plus 190 plus 10. This is becoming 800. 1000 minus 800, 200. Is this right?
Yes.
Now I need to make sure this is also becoming 1000 because we need to close the account on the higher side. If debit is higher side, close it for 1000 rupees. If credit is higher side, close it for credit value. But in our example, we have debit higher side.
Yes, sir.
Credit is only 800, debit is 1000. You need to close the account for 1000 rupees. Once this is done, you need to do it. What if I'm not accepting this? Because when you enter this one, let's say somebody is auditing it, somebody is verifying, and somebody is approving it. And they did not approve this 10 rupees because there is no proof for it. There is no proof, there is no bill, there is no receipt. They said, no, if there is no bill, sorry, I cannot approve it. I cannot sign on this one. Then this 10 rupees I cannot claim. If I don't consider 10 rupees, what will be the closing balance?
10.
210 rupees.
It will be 210. Meaning if I spend unnecessarily, I have to take it on my head.
Yes.
If I am spending unnecessarily, I have to take it on my head because this is not my money, right? You received 1,000 rupees from somebody to get certain items for them. And when it is not your money, you are not supposed to spend for your own purpose. You are not supposed to spend, even though it is right, you are not supposed to do certain things. Is that correct? Because you are not the owner of that money, right? In any company, things will work in this way. You have to look at it from a company point of view, not from your personal point of view. From your personal point of view, whatever we do, we don't consider any bill, we don't consider any receipt, we don't tell where you spent, what you spent, why you spent it to anyone. Am I correct?
Yes.
But from a company point of view, even if there is a 0.01, even if there is a 1 rupee spent, 1 rupee receipt, you have to show the proof to the management, to the income tax department, to the auditor. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir, yes.
If I say that, okay, like this, we are spending a lot of money, but this is all charity. We don't have any proof. Will any auditor believe you?
No.
Will any management believe you? Will any tax consultant or will any tax authority believe you? No,
No.
right? Because you do whatever you want, nothing is going to stop you, but make sure it is a valid business transaction and it has proper evidence or proper supporting documentation. If it is not there, it is not a business transaction. Now, in your accounting, we have clearly listed your accounting cycle starting from where?
Business transaction.
Business transaction. Now, when you look at each transaction, you have to think whether this is a business transaction. Do I get bill here or I don't get bill? You will see many things even when you join a new company. They say that, okay, we will pay you relocation expenses. Right? Every company will tell that, okay, if you are currently in Delhi, you are now joining a company in Mumbai. From Delhi to Mumbai, when you have to relocate, every company will tell, we will give you relocation expenses. What we all will do for it? Do you really relocate? You are in Mumbai only, but you are telling, I'm currently in Delhi, I need to shift. Your HR also knows, everybody is aware, but what they will do, they will tell you to, okay, give me the bill, supporting document. You will go to where? Movers and packers, take 3 quotations. Everybody is aware of this.
Yes, sir.
Everybody is aware that you are not actually relocating. This everybody knows, universal fact. But for them to accept it, they need a proof, right?
Yes.
They need a proof of a bill with a seal and stamp. That's it. Whether you really travel, you don't travel, nobody cares. Because all you require in a business transaction is a bill, is a proof. As long as proof is there, it is okay. If proof is not there, then there is a problem. In short, when you look at any transaction, slowly what you do is assume your 1 day expenses or assume your 1 day cash transactions. You take 1 day. Let's say you take today. Most of us did not start our day, meaning you did not start spending money for today. Am I correct? You did not start any financial transaction for today, right?
Yes.
Majority of you. And you start accounting it. Just start counting, okay, how much are you spending today? Or what monetary transactions are you performing today? Money coming in, money going out. Just make a note or just try to recollect. Think at the end of the day, once you come back to your home and where you feel, I'm done for the day, I will not go out now, I will not spend anything. Then try to think, okay, what expenses I incurred from today morning till date, till now, from where I received money from morning till now. If I try to do it, what is my balance today morning? What is my balance today evening? Surprisingly, we do not even know what is our balance in the morning, what is our balance in the evening. Am I correct?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Morning, you will take your wallet, you will put it in your pocket, you will step out. You do not even know whether there is money or not. You will take your debit card, credit card. In the debit card, what is the balance? We do not know. In the credit card, what is the limit? We do not know. Am I correct?
Yes.
When you try to do a scanner phone pay and when you get a message insufficient fund, you feel, oh, I don't have money. Why? Because you are not supposed to tell this to anyone. You are not accountable to anybody because it is your own transaction and you are the owner of it. Whether you do it, you don't do it, nobody cares. Am I correct?
Yes.
But when you have accountability, when you are supposed to tell it to somebody on the details of all your spendings, on all your receipt, you will be careful writing each and every point, and you will see one or two times, right? Because if something goes wrong, it will be on your head and you don't want to take that risk. These points slowly, when we start understanding, it is easy for us to connect what is happening in any company, why all these things are there in company. Transaction will remain the same. The way you are spending, the way companies are spending is the same. But we are not capturing it, we are not recording it, but company is capturing it, company is recording it. Okay, slowly make sure these small points we will understand now, and we will interconnect, we will interlink with practical business scenarios. With the same example, I'll connect everything so that you feel practically connected to what we're talking, what we're discussing. Okay, now if you come back to this, in this cash account, what is my available cash at the end of the day?
200.
210.
100.
10.
If I take 200 or if I take 210, it is okay. It is either 200 or 210 depending on how you are going to treat this. Am I correct?
Yes.
If you include it, it will be 200. If you don't include it, it will be 210. Now, when you prepare a trial balance, when you prepare what? Trial balance. Trial balance contains account closing balance. Am I correct?
Yes.
Trial balance contains cash complete transaction list or cash opening balance or cash closing balance. What is to be displayed in the trial balance?
Closing
Closing
balance.
balance.
So what I should take in my TB? Either 200 or 210.
Yes.
Let's take
210.
same number what we listed, 210. Same number what we listed, 210. Now by looking at the trial balance, I know, okay, my cash amount is 210. Why 210? Then I need, my TB will not give breakup of 210. If I wanted to get breakup of this 210, where I should go? Ledger account.
Yes.
Yes.
This is where I captured one by one, right? Why 210? What money you spent? Yesterday there is 1,000 rupees. How come it become 210 all of a sudden? Then I will go to cash account. Then I will understand, okay, DMart 250 rupees, juice 50 rupees, petrol 100 rupees, medicine 200 rupees, bakery 180 rupees. Then I might put a question. What did you buy from bakery? If I simply put bakery 180 rupees, not okay, right? I need to know what did you buy from bakery. Then again I need a bill for it. Because if I have a doubt, if I wanted to verify, do I need the detailed breakup or not at the transaction level?
Yeah, required.
Now I had a doubt. What did you buy from bakery for 180 rupees? Show me the proof. I will give you the bill. When you look at the bill, you will see, okay, this item, this item. Okay, approved. If I see from the bakery you bought certain things which I don't give you because I had given you, let's say, allowance for food also. I asked you to have some food for 100 rupees. Have a nice vegetable meal for 100 rupees, I told. But you went to bakery, spent 180 rupees. Now, do I really accept 180 rupees if I told you to have your lunch for 100 rupees?
No, sir.
I told you you can spend 100 rupees and then you can eat something outside. Now you went to a bakery, you had 180 rupees. Will I really accept it or I will not accept?
I will not accept.
Not accepted.
I will not accept. I will say that out of 180 rupees, I can put only 100 rupees approved. I may say that only 100 I will accept, 90 rupees I will not tell. I didn't tell you to spend 180. I told you to spend only 100 rupees. You spent more. It is not my problem. I clearly told you. You never know how you will get rules, how you will get regulations in each company. Company to company, place to place, person to person, everything is changing. Is it fixed or it is changing from situation to situation?
It's changing to situation to situation.
Right? Situation to situation, everything will change. Meaning, when you're looking at the accounting, don't go by the examples. Go by the concept, go by the logic. Because each example is different, each company is different, each scenario is different. Everywhere it will change, but all these things are based on same rule, same regulation, same formula, same concept. Right? Transaction may be different, company may be different, country may be different, but logic, concept that we are applying is exactly the same. And at this level, you need to make sure that you are understanding it. All right, these things you'll have to do it. And today, what I want you to do is prepare your own cash account for one day. For today, you prepare a cash account. Then you will see whether you are able to write the accounting or not. Simply take my cash account. Before you start your day, understand or know what is your balance. Now you know how you will be spending when you go out, right? You will use different payment modes. Somewhere you will do phone pay, somewhere you will do Google Pay, somewhere you will swipe your debit card, somewhere you will give your cash. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
At the end, everything is your money only.
Yes.
At the end, everything is your money only. At the end, everything is your money, and you need to make sure how much you are spending on a daily basis. You will understand, okay, today I spent this, then I spent this. When you spend it, you will add it to your cash or you will deduct from your cash.
Deduct.
You will deduct. It is very rare you will receive cash or we will receive cash on a daily basis. It is most likely we will end up paying only wherever you go.
Yes.
Yes.
All deductions only, right? When you
Yes.
go out, you have tea, you have to pay 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Nobody will give you tea along with the 10 rupees, right? Everybody will give tea and they will take money from you. You go to train, you have to pay for ticket. Nobody will give you ticket for free. Then you need to account everything. Then you see, okay, if I need to ensure, if I wanted to put control, how I can put control. If I am working as an accountant, if I'm working as a finance manager, how I will control this. Then you will see, let me first find out the history. Let's say, let me see last 3 days, what spendings I'm making, what is necessary, what is unnecessary. Can you easily segregate?
Yes.
Because for you to segregate it, you need the data. What data you need? You need clear cut data. If I tell yesterday I spent 100 rupees, today I spent 200 rupees, tell me if I want to reduce my expenses, what I should do. Now I told you yesterday 100, today 200. I wanted to reduce my expenses. You will simply tell spend like yesterday, only 100 rupees. Is that right suggestion?
No.
If I tell I spent 100 rupees yesterday, I spent 200 yesterday, please help me reduce my expenses. Then if you tell, okay, spend like yesterday, only 100 rupees, it will be done. Is that a good suggestion?
No.
Because first you need to know what I'm spending, right? You need the detailed breakup. You will ask, okay, tell me what are all your expenses on a daily basis, where you are spending. Then you will understand what is necessary, what is unnecessary, where you can have alternatives, where you can have better options. You will suggest. From any company, at the end, what they want to do, they want to make profit.
Yes.
Wherever there is a cost, wherever there is an expense, wherever there is a liability, your profit will automatically go up. Company wants profit to go up or loss to go up.
Profits.
Profit to go up.
Any company wants profits to go up. If company is getting profit, you will get increment. If company is getting profit, you will get bonus. You will get XYZ benefit. If company is not getting profit, you will lose your job. You will see that there is a recession. People are terminating. Correct? Different things you will see. No hike, no bonus. Why company is not making profit? Why company is not making profit? Again, there are different stories. Slowly we need to make sure, though we are not able to understand at this moment, but we just need to slowly inject these points. Slowly small points will start striking your mind. What is this? Let me check my total expenses for today, where I am spending, how I am spending. If I have to record it, how I will record it. And if you see many street vendors who sell on the streets and all, they will do business only, what we call it as business only. Am I correct?
Yes.
Let's say a person who is selling vegetables, a person who is selling fruits, a person who says that onions 100 rupees 4 kilo and all. Nice, audio clippings they will play and then they roam in the streets.
Yes.
It's a business or not a business?
Business.
Business.
It's a business.
Business only.
Right? Are they accounting commerce graduates?
No.
MBA holders?
No.
Are they hiring any accountant, chartered accountant?
No.
No.
Do they at least know how to write their name?
No.
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 But they're able to do it successfully. They know how much investment they put. They know how much expense they spent for their material. They know what price they have to sell it. And they also know by when they have to close the stock. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
smart enough to do the business, right? Let's say they're selling some fruits. They know that the fruit will not stay fresh till tomorrow, and they will try to dispose it. They'll try to sell it as much as possible by tonight only. Morning they will sell for higher price. As the day decreases, right? As they're approaching evening and night, they will start reducing the price.
Yes.
Why? Because they know it's a loss for them if they keep the stock for tomorrow. And they wanted to start business again. They wanted to make maximum money. And if this is not going to get spoiled for next 1 week, they will not reduce the price, right? They'll simply sit. They know this is not going to spoil. This I can sell it for next 1 month. Demand will not go down. Meaning they are aware or they are not aware of what they're doing.
They are aware.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well,
Right? They're aware, but we do not know because we are not thinking at that level. For them, it is business. For them, they are counting every rupee. They're just like that. Don't get into taxi. They don't get into auto. They don't get into bus, right? They will roam. They will go by walk. They'll find different alternatives to save money, to save cost, because they know when they save cost, they can increase the profit. They know the basic fundamentals, right, of business,
Yes.
right? They apply those basic fundamentals only, they will make profit. Since we are not applying those fundamentals because we are not doing business, what we are spending is for our own purpose, but there should be a limit and we should have a clarity. And when you're learning things like SAP and all, and when you go to the market tomorrow as a consultant, you'll have to talk to the business only, right?
Yes.
You'll have to talk to the client business, understand their business process, map it into SAP, provide solution. No other go. Slowly we need to start thinking about it. Whether we understand, we don't understand, it's okay, leave it. At least you are giving an effort, right? Over a period of time, maybe it takes few days, few weeks, or 1 or 2 months, you will be an expert. You'll understand what is happening, who is doing what, why they don't get. And that is something which we need to slowly develop. When you look at SAP, don't look at the transaction code, don't look at the number, look at the process there, understand the business process. Why are they doing this? When you change your company, when you change your project, that is not helpful there. Only the logic will help you. Because everywhere same T code. Everywhere same screen, but the process is different. Scenario is different. Am I correct?
Yes.
This process, this scenario is what you will be questioned in your interviews tomorrow. Not the T code, not the screen, because they are the same. Small points, but will add huge difference, will make huge impact when you go to the market. Okay, refer to these points. I will share this Excel sheet. As I said, try if you can make your own cash statement for today. What spendings you are making on a daily basis, whether you really know what is your opening balance for today. And then by close, at the end of the day, do you really know what is your closing balance for the day? How you are calculating? No need of any SAP, nothing, right? If you know basic fundamental concept, it is okay. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You cannot say, I don't have SAP access. I'm not from commerce background. I don't know accounting. This does not mean you are spending. Those who are from commerce, those who are from accounting, only they should know how much they are spending. No, right? Anybody can do it. Provided basic fundamental points, when you apply, it will easily work out. All right, fine then. Let me stop here now, and the remaining portion we will discuss in the tomorrow's session. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir.